But you still feel that echo, don't you? The ache of something unresolved, like a fire that once roared, now humming beneath the ashes, quiet, but never gone. Aries, if you've ever wondered why your love seems to scare people, why your presence electrifies a room and then empties it just as fast, you're not alone. There's a reason people can't forget you. Even when they leave, there's a reason you keep looking at the door, wondering what it was about your fire that made them run. Here's what no one told you. Some flames weren't meant to be held, they were meant to lead. You, Aries, are one of them. And I dare you right now to type your date of birth and your zodiac sign in the comments. Because this isn't just your story, it's the story of every Aries who has ever loved too loudly and been told they were too much. You were never too much. You were simply first, the first to feel, to fight, to fall in love without a map. You are the initial spark of the zodiac, the ignition point, the moment something begins. That means your energy arrives like thunder before anyone's ready. You bring clarity where others still cling to confusion. You pull people forward, even when they're not sure they want to move. And yes, that makes you magnetic, but it can also make you lonely. You've probably noticed it by now. The way people light up around you. The way they talk about change and courage when they're near you, as if your fire awakens something buried inside them. But then something shifts. Their eyes dim, their feet back up. Not because they stopped loving you, but because the part of themselves they've hidden is now in full view. You didn't break them. You just revealed them. And not everyone is ready to face the mirror you so naturally become. Make sure you subscribe to Horns of Aries right now, because this path we're walking, this deep, sacred path through fire and healing, it's not over, not even close. Aries, your love isn't just warm, it's soul igniting. When you choose someone, it's not casual. It is cosmic. You don't just show up to flirt or play, pretend. You show up with armor off, heart wide open, ready to defend what matters, even if it costs you everything. That kind of love, it's not something the world sees often, and that's why it scares people. They're used to lukewarm. They don't know what to do with a heart that roars. So what do? They step you back, they label you as too intense. They call your boundaries harsh and your emotions extreme. But what they really mean is, you made me feel more than I wanted to feel. You, Aries, stir the soul. And the truth is, not everyone wants to be stirred. Some people would rather sleep. Some people aren't ready to wake up to themselves. But you are. You are born for it. Hit that like button if you've ever felt like your love made someone retreat. If you've ever stood alone, wondering, did I ruin it? The answer is no. You didn't ruin it. You just brought truth into a space where lies had grown too comfortable. Now listen closely. Your fire doesn't need to be smaller. It needs to be wiser. Every Aries learns, eventually, that fire without direction consumes. But fire with purpose, it illuminates, it builds, it guides, and that's your next chapter. Not to dim, not to disappear, but to direct your light so it burns through the fog, not through yourself. And that starts with breath. Warrior breath. You inhale not just air, but awareness. You hold not just oxygen, but intention. You exhale not just tension, but the pain of trying to be someone smaller just to fit into someone else's comfort zone. When you breathe with purpose, Aries, your fire stops raging outward. It begins to center within. You were never meant to carry the weight of every room you walk into. You were never meant to be the constant source of energy for people who never learned to recharge themselves. And still you did. You stayed strong. Even when you were boned, you kept showing up. Even when no one noticed how much it cost you. But now, you're learning something vital. That being the flame doesn't mean burning out. That loving fully doesn't mean losing yourself. That power, real power, isn't loud. It's steady. It's calm in the face of chaos. It's choosing when to shine and when to rest. You are learning to be the fire that warms, not just the fire that dazzles. And in that choice, something changes not just in you, but in those around you. They start to stay. You'll notice it soon. The ones who once pulled away, they start to draw near. Not because you became less, but because your presence no longer feels like a test. It feels like a gift. You no longer need to fight to be understood. You simply are clear, focused, fierce. Still you back now with the wisdom to know that not everyone deserves front row access to your soul. That wisdom makes you magnetic in a new way. The kind of way that doesn't chase love, it attracts it. It invites the right ones to step closer and says, only if you can meet me here, where I am, as I am, an Aries. Those right ones, they won't ask you to dim. They won't shy away when your energy rises. They'll match it. They'll rise with you, because now they'll feel something different. Not heat that scorches, but warmth that holds. Can you feel that shift already stirring in your bones? You're beginning to see the truth, aren't you? That the people who left warranty rejecting you, they were rejecting the parts of themselves your presence exposed. That the love that didn't last wasn't a failure, it was a filter, a necessary shedding. And the ones who remain, or the ones on their way, they will be the ones who don't just admire your light, but who know how to walk beside it. So, let's keep going. Not as someone who needs fixing, but as someone finally recognizing that they were never broken. Your story isn't about becoming someone softer so others can stay. It's about becoming someone stronger so you can choose who gets to walk with you. And when you look back, when you see how far you've come, from burning for others to standing firm in your own flame, you'll see every goodbye not as a loss, but as a clearing. A space you needed to light the path forward. Aries, take this moment and hit that like button if something in you feels lighter right now. If a part of you is finally starting to forgive yourself for the love you gave, for the things you couldn't hold on to, for the way your fire used to flicker alone in the dark, because now you know you were never too much. You were simply the beginning. And beginnings, they don't always come gently. They arrive like thunder, like a ram through the gate, like the first heartbeat after silence. So subscribe to Horns of Aries to keep walking this path where your flame leads, where your power heals, where your truth stands tall. Because this story isn't over. It's just beginning. And the next part, that's where your fire doesn't just survive. It builds a future where love finally learns how to walk beside you, not in fear, but in awe.